Okay. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Just real quick, I'm kind of touching base with everybody. I sketched this tonight. It's gonna be, thank you. It's gonna be my one of my prints for New York Comic Con. If I can get it done on time, I'll have it ready for TampaCon. I really am kind of interested in you guys' opinion, actually. What's wrong with it? Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Joey. Is anything wrong with? What do you see wrong with it? Anything wrong with? I mean, what could be better? Buenas. Thank you for the greetings, my friend. You don't think so? What's up, Kerm? So what I have here, my plan is, I'm going to scan this. These are my pencils. I'm going to scan this and take it into Photoshop. I don't think I'm going to ink it in Photoshop. I'm going to ink it traditional. Right on. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do, is just scan it. Thanks, Bernie. I'm going to scan it, ink it. So what I have here is, I started out with the original 7, but I got kind of carried away because I actually like these guys. So I have Superman in that new 52 version of him. I have Aquaman, and he's got the trident behind Green Lantern's head, Martian Manhunter's head, Batman. Flash is going to be small. I ended up just taking the running Flash out of the Flash piece I did. So your eye towards the outside of the piece, but it looks great. What do you mean? Well, that's okay. That's as long as I can get the flow. I think that's almost like a blooming onion type of concept. I don't mind that too much. They're all like kind of looking up into heaven or space or something. As long as I can get, some of this, I think I can do that with the black and the inks and draw your eye around the art. I kind of already see like parts of Aquaman. He's going to definitely bring you back up again. And when I add some of the reflective tones in here and the chrome, I probably can pull that off more. So I'm really kind of depending more on the shapes than I am depending on the direction of their looks. I think that is okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. But is there anything but I appreciate that. So is there anything else? Is that Shazam in the bottom left? Yes, because he's actually one of my favorite characters. There's like a trio of my favorites, and it happens that I just realized several years ago that it was because they all wear red and yellow. It's Robin, Flash, and Captain Marvel or Shazam. Who's the dude with the pointy ears? That's supposed to be my take on Martian Manhunter. Thanks, man. The Flash running the opposite way of you want people to look is a little off. Yeah? Okay. Maybe she wants to reverse. Interesting. Okay. Something to think about. I also have Green Arrow. You see Wonder Woman, by the way. Captain Marvel or Shazam. Green Lantern with the ring. What else did I hide in here? That's going to be Adam when I'm done. He's just kind of posing right now. Yeah, I thought about that. The only thing is that then that looks kind of... straight-on views are never very dynamic. They seem a little... They always come off as very flat. I also have Hawkman there kind of looking up into the sky. How often do I vector any of these pieces? What do you mean by that? How about switching Shazam and Flash and having Flash running totally across the bottom? Oh, bro, thanks. What is that? Yeah. So say that again, Sajad. You had me. I lost myself there. Flip who? I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking and I'm not looking at your comments. You guys can the last 4 or 5 comments. If you could repeat them, it'd be awesome. Hmm. My least favorite part is here. I'll switch Shazam and Flash. So have Shazam facing the same direction. Having Flash running. Also, just put Shazam in here. Maybe if Martian Manhunter were facing a little more towards the camera. Yeah, but I was trying to. Yeah. Wait, make Flash run the other direction, opposite. This thing is so gorgeous. You have 3/4 view on Flash running. Yeah. So what I'm. Here's the thing. I have this whole page is all 3/4. I don't know what that means. Vector these pieces. Help me out. It says the dude to the right of him is more face forward. Maybe. Okay. I do like the idea of Flash running across the bottom. And Geo's. I just feel like I have a lot of 3/4. They're all facing. And if I like here and there having like a splash of side, but maybe maybe it does look a little off. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I get you. I don't. I actually like to do that. I mostly ink traditional or I ink in Photoshop. If I need to make a T-shirt design or something like that, I'll switch everything into vector, but I don't do that for this stuff. All right. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Change up the pace in a good way. Thanks. Yeah, I think so. I think you should do that and have Flash running because that would make a nice framing of the piece. Is this a commission or a purchasable print? It's going to be a print, maybe a smaller bust of Shazam where you see his... Right? Well, that's true. Yeah, I could do that. Maybe go... So he's so cut off, right? Yeah, maybe I can do that in Photoshop too. I'll redraw him in Photoshop. I like eventually when I sell these, this is not a commission. You got it, man. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Guacamole sauce. I am. This is not a commission. This is a. I want to develop another. Thank you, man. Oh yeah. Some of this right here is just kind of like just getting ready for some of the future shows. I only have 2 more shows this year, officially. I'm going to be doing a signing in Orlando at a small shop in Kissimmee. But other than that, I have New York Comic Con. If Flash ran across, it would have that around the page effect you want. So have him like maybe on the other side of Wonder Woman. I guess that's what Sajad was suggesting. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, actually. So short action steps. I was thinking of you could flip 3/4 slight facing of Martian Manhunter and GL only because Martian Manhunter is centered. I feel like Shazam. I lost the last. I feel like Shazam comment. I don't read fast enough. No, I like a little bit of like a little different stuff sometimes. You can repost it. Repost what? Looks great though. Only not nitpicking. Oh no, that's cool, guys. I mean, I'm asking for it, so don't feel. No offense. I'm not taking any offense to what you're saying. I'm just wanting to just make sure that this makes sense. I feel like Shazam could be moved up just a bit. That being said, I'm no expert on composition. Shazam. Yeah, well, Shazam just... in Martian Manhunter. Shazam bust BW. WW Manhunter. Okay. Maybe I'll do that stuff in Photoshop. I can easily recomposite it in Photoshop. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Any other suggestions? Any other thoughts? Oh yeah, Elliot's are in the house. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I saw something, and I wanted to make him look more alien, so I gave him a really weird like full block brow concept. I figured I'm gonna try something a little different with him. I gave a little texture into the tiara. I like that Alex Ross concept. Damn, I wish I could meet you again. I want to see Ninja Turtles. There you go. And you are in time. Yeah, thank you, Bernie. You draw Aquaman scale armor. Well, it's just scale, just traditional. Thank you, Prodigy Child. Are you going to put bubbles of electricity, tech lines, and stuff around each person? I don't know. Not necessarily. And it was so damn cool. Nobody does that. Well, some of that, the Aquaman thing was more like I had planned originally to put Flash there, but I just did a whole Flash piece. The Flash is here. He's gonna be here. Can you see it? No kidding, right? A Hulk. All right. So then, I like the way Arrow came out. Green Arrow. He's pretty cool. It's like a different look on Ollie. And then, I kind of, not for nothing, but I'm kind of, some of this is inspired by some of the changes in comics in general, where they're moving towards more diversity, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Kyler. So I kind of like the idea of kind of how DC was really pushing Cyborg. The old school Green Arrow and the new 52 one. Yeah, you know what, man? Again, I said this before. I'm a really big fan of Eric Canetti, and he's really inspired me to take some chances with characters. I mean, I've drawn Batman a gabillion times, so it's kind of cool to say, hey, why not try a different way of drawing him? Or that's why I tend to throw these little horns on his mask. That's never been in any of the books that I've ever read, but I like the way they look. They give him a little edge. Well, yeah, that'd be cool. And this is always to me like a functional thing. Like if he talks, this is where the corner of that whole mask opening is where it'll allow his jaw to move properly. GL, I'm really happy with him, even though I just barely drew that in there, but those horns are rad. I didn't notice those before. Thanks, man. Then I kind of did something. I tried to draw some like Atlantean weird things there in the trident. I might throw something weird on the gloves when I ink it. I borrowed the whole design for Cyborg from Ivan Rice. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm not crazy about the Superman costume. I prefer him in the classic look, but I'm tired of fighting that battle. That doesn't make any sense. So just go with it. And I think this looks okay. He just maybe his neck's a little too big. I always like the whole concept of Superman being a farm boy, but this is just ridiculous. This guy could lift a planet with his neck. What else? And then Captain Marvel, or Shazam, he's official now. Shazam is interesting. I gave him that kind of like the squinty eye thing that he has traditionally, but I just kind of drew the iris slightly underneath. His neck is a little big, but it looks dope. Thanks. Have to head out but thanks for sharing these vids. Good night. All right, you too, Ken. Yeah. So nobody's commented on Hawkman. I might change his angle because he's a little too horizontal. It's a little intended. What does he do when someone asks him his name? I know, it's true. My name's Shazam. Oh, sorry. So yeah, what do you think about Adam and overlapping Superman or not? Well, you just answered my prayer, Matt. Thank you. He seems floating. Yeah, but he's also supposed to be like, in part of the montage. I might just take him out too, actually. I might take him out. Or do I just put him behind Superman's head? I don't know. All right, boys and gals, or whoever's out there. Any other thoughts? Like I said, I'm asking, so jumping in that area. Remove him on top and woman's head, and he can be holding on to her crown. Well, I'm trying not to let them interact with each other, other than the space that they occupy. Like the animation of the atom shrinking. That's a cool idea. I thought about that too. Like jumping towards you in 100 different poses, in my opinion. Okay. The audience. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Those are all good ideas, guys. I can't promise you that all that stuff will actually end up where this goes, but I'll be thinking about that when I go to the machine. Yeah, for me, that upward angle. Thank you, Jose. The upward angle is a couple of things. First, I like drawing it. Secondly, a lot of people can't do it, so I enjoy being able to make that part of my thing. And frankly, it's a good classic, like almost like statue or sculpted Greek statue look, if I can say it that way. So yeah. I broke my tripod. It seems empty under the flash. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I can just make him larger after all. Yeah. That's what I love about Alex Ross anyway. That's an aesthetic I really appreciate. Cool, man. Right on. Yeah, I probably take that. I'll enlarge him some more because he deserves to be a little bigger anyway. I felt a little bad that making him so tiny. Heroic. That's a great term. See, I'm trying to do something here where Superman's looking up, Batman's looking down. Cyborg is the only one that seems unnaturally patriotic. Wonder Woman looks very pensive. I like her. Yeah, I can enlarge. I'm going to say this out loud so I can revert to this video later and make the changes. I'm going to enlarge Flash and probably, as Sajad mentioned, have him going across. I'll probably move Captain Marvel so I can actually give him a proper cape, or at least the neck, the collar. And I'll try to see what I could do with that shrinking effect and push him behind Superman. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy checking it out. Poop hearts, yay! Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have any questions left for me before I split? Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. All right. Looking forward to seeing the finished piece. Thanks for sharing. Have a good night. You too, guys. Thank you, Tony. All right. So I'm going to sign off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya. Or not. Stop broadcast.